Welcome to English News of Đồng Nai Radio and Television Station. The election of National Assembly Term 14 and People's Council at all levels tenure from 2016 to 2021 is a major political event in the country for the voters to vote out those who are moral and talented enough to represent the will and aspiration of the people involved in the National Assembly and People's Council at all levels. The election in the province to be successful on the preparatory work is implemented by Thống Nhất District.
Shortly after the first consultative conference approved the quantity structure of delegates, election units, the People's Council candidates tenure 2016-2021, the District and the Commune Election Commission have organized conferences and assigned specific services to members of People's Council Election Committee. On that basis, the agencies and units to review, select and recommend candidates to run for People Council election of the district and commune levels to ensure the compliance of components, standards and structure. The district and commune's Fatherland Front committees held the second consultative conference to reach an agreement on establishing the preliminary list of candidates of the People's Council election, adopting a preliminary list of candidates. In the election of District People's Council tenure 2016-2021, the district agencies and units were introduced 62 candidates to elect 38 delegates. Of the referred 62 candidates, there are 22 people referred for the election. The percentage of people with college degrees, graduate and master, accounting for over 90%. The percentage of women represented more than 40%, young female accounting for nearly 26%. For the People's Council, the communes have introduced 519 candidates, of which voters will elect 360 deputies. Currently, agencies and units are organizing the conference for the comments of voters in residence and workplace of the candidates of the People's Council at all levels for the period from 2016 to 2021.
According to the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, export of agriculture, forestry and fishery in March is estimated at nearly $2.54 billion, bringing the total export turnover for the first 3 months of the year reached $6.73 billion, an increase of 3.1% over the same period in 2015.
Specifically, the volume exported rice in March is estimated at 629,000 tons with a value of $274 million, bringing the rice export volume in 3 months to 1.59 million tons, which is worth nearly $700 million, of 41.6% in volume and 40.8% in value compared to the same period of 2015. To the market, Indonesia has grown to be the biggest imported rice market of Vietnam, with a share of 31.42%, followed by China.
To increase the revenue of the crop area, many farmers in Tân Phú district has invested in intensive farming and applied science and technology to the off-season crops. This application has brought greater economic efficiency, helping farmers get rich.
Typically, the pattern of Mr. Trần Quốc Toãn's off-season durian in Hamlet 3, Nam Cát Tiên Commune, Tân Phú District, brings an income of 1 billion per year. Currently, durians are looked for and bought in bulk by traders at a price ranging from 60 to 70,000 VND per kilogram. Durian is blunt, having high economic value, so this is also a way to help farmers get rich. However, in order to replicate this model, there's a need to support from a specialized agency, especially the transfer of science and technology and investment assistance. If this solves the problem, the durian in Tân Phú will help brands on the market in the near future.
The suicide bombing in a park in the city of Lahore, Pakistan, near the headquarters of President Nawaz Sharif, in the evening of March 27, has killed 65 people and over 280 wounded. Most of them are women and children.
Large explosion occurred in the parking area of Gulsan-e-Ibad Park, just a few tens meters from children's playground. The eyewitnesses said they saw pieces of bodies everywhere, along with smoke and dust after explosion. Mostanza Feroz, police officer in the area of the park, said most of the wounded and killed were women and children. Pakistani Function Forces opened a campaign to hunt down the gunmen conducting the incident. Yesterday, the group of Tariq-e-Taliban Pakistan Jamaat-ul-Nusrat, a branch of Taliban in Pakistan, had admitted conducting attacks.
Dutch police on March have arrested suspects of terrorism in the city of Rotterdam on request from French side. Is a 32-year-old man suspected of participating in planning a terrorist attack.
Police and Special Intervention Unit of the Dutch Intelligence Agency have jointly conducted the arrest. The terrorism suspects will soon be extradited to France to continue the investigation. Earlier, the French media reported that who had just been arrested by the Netherlands police can be a friend of terrorist Kribat Radar 34, was arrested on the outskirts of Paris last Thursday. Before arrested, Kribat had been preparing for a plan of terrorist attacks in France.
Thank you for your attention. Goodbye and see you tomorrow.